Very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the lecture series RF Design, subject SEM 8, Class B Electronics and Telecommunication. In this lecture series, we discuss about the Module 2, which is Amplifier Design. In previous lecture, lecture number 13, we discuss about the transistor stability in condition 2 terms. Basically, first one is we discuss about the test of the unconditional stability by Rolle's condition. So, in previous lecture, we discuss about the Rolle's condition for instability. So that is also called as K delta test. This test is for to judge the transistor in unconditional stability. So K can be defined in terms of S parameter 1 minus S11 square minus S22 square plus delta square divided by twice S12 or S21. So is greater than 1. So this is the first condition to further test the unconditional stability of the transistor. And then is second auxiliary condition to find this delta, means determinant of the S parameter S11 S12 minus S12 S21 is less than 1. So this is the two condition, and then over one more condition to be checked. There is a second test that is called mu test, and this is the second condition to check the unconditional stability of the transistor when dealing with the transistor, and then we draw the stability circles after this. So mu test is also defined in terms of S parameter. So mu is equal to 1 minus S11 square divided by S22 delta star S11. Here the star indicated it is a complex number plus S12 and S21 is less than greater than 1. So this is the second condition to test the unconditional stability of your transistor while dealing as an amplifier. So these are the unconditional stability test. So this is the unconditional stability test. Then we go to the further draw the stability circles, which will be see in previous lecture. So this is about the all previous lectures. Now today we will design a single stage transistor amplifier design. So today's lecture, how can find out the single stage amplifier design? There is a condition for design for the maximum gain, and that is also called as a conjugate matching. In last lecture we also seen that the power will be transferred from input network to the output network when the load resistance and source resistance in passive are in same nature, or their amplitude, or we can say load resistance and source resistance are equal or complex conjugate. Then the power will be maximum transfer. So this is the about. Now today's lecture we discuss about the design. So design for maximum gain. So maximum gain is possible when the source and load resistance are complex conjugate each other. So this is also called as conjugate matching. Now after stability, transistor has been determined its stable region gamma S and gamma L located on Smith chart. The input and output matching section can be amplifier with control gains, like we can see in previous lecture there is a circuit, input matching, transistor, then output matching section. So the gains of GS and GL are the matching, and the maximum gain will realize the section provided by the conjugate match between the amplifier source or load impedance of the transistor. Because of the most transistors exhibit the impedance mismatch in large parameter S1 parameters S11 and S22, the resulting frequency response may be narrowband. So in this section we design the amplifier design for the single stage for the maximized gain. So we know that the maximum power transfer from the input matching network to the transistor. So we know that when the maximum power transfer in amplifier, so we know that the maximum power transfer from the input matching network to the transistor will occur when gamma n is equal to star gamma s. So this is the equation number 1. So this is the equation number 1. Similarly, the maximum power transfer from the output matching network will occur when gamma out is equal to star gamma L. So these are the conditions when these assumptions for the matching lossless section. These conditions will be maximize overall transducer gain, and maximum gain for the overall transducer maximum gain will be given by the equation which will be seen in previous lecture. So this is the condition for the lossless matching section. So overall maximum transducer gain, so GT max, which is given by in terms of S parameter, so 1 divided by 1 minus gamma S square S22 S21 square divided by 1 minus gamma L square 1 minus S22 gamma L whole bracket square. So this is equation number 3. So this is the gain of source matching network, this is the gain of the transistor, and this is the gain of your load network. So GT max, which is to be defined in three gains: gain of the source matching section network, gain of the transistor, and gain of the load. So this is, we can say, equation number 4. These two parameters are in designer hand, so we can adjust two parameters, so we can maximize the gain of the transistor. In conjugate matching and lossless matching section, the input on output ports amplifier design match with the Z0 load impedance. So in general case, the bilateral, the gamma in is affected by the gamma out or vice versa. So the output section match simultaneously, so we can find out the mostly two values in this section. So that is gamma as complex conjugate. So we can find out the S11 plus S12 S21 into gamma L divided by 1 minus S22 into gamma L. So this is equation number 5. So to find out the maximum transducer gain, we find out only two things. First one is the gamma S and gamma L. So we can find out complex conjugate. There is a one condition to be remember: the power will be maximally transferred at only one condition, when the network's input and output resistance are complex conjugate matching. So complex conjugate, so S22 is equal to plus S12 S21 divided by gamma S 1 minus S11 divided by gamma S. So this is equation number 6. From these equations we can find out the values of gamma star gamma S and star gamma L. We can first solve the equation for equation 5. So we get by first rewriting this equation 5, we get the gamma S. So gamma S is equal to B1 plus minus B1 square minus 4 C1 square divided by 2C. So this is equation number 7. By writing the quadratic equation for the gamma S in the form of, see here, S11 minus delta S22 star gamma S square plus delta square minus S11 square plus gamma S22 square minus 1 into multiplied by gamma S plus star S11 delta star S22 equal to 0. Here the solution to find out gamma S, which is to be very important equation to find out the maximum gain, that time we use this equation, and by using this equation we can find out the gamma s value, and we can put this value from this quadratic equation. By solving this quadratic equation, so we get, similarly we can solve the equation to find out the gamma L. So gamma L is equal to B2 plus minus B2 square minus 4 C2 divided by twice C2. So this is equation number 8. By solving equation 7 and 8, we get the value of gamma L and gamma S. Now, when we solve the variables for this from this quadratic equation, so we get B1 is equal to 1 plus S11 square S22 square minus delta square. So this is equation number, we can say, 9. Similarly, we find out B2, which is a parameter, 1 plus S22 square minus S11 square minus delta square. This is equation number 10. Similarly, to find out C1, so which is this C1, and this is your B1. So C1 is equal to S11 minus delta S22 star S del 22. This is equation number 11. C2 is equal to, to find out the L2, gamma L. So these two important equation to find out the gamma L and gamma S. So C2 is equal to S22 delta star S11. So this is equation number 12. By putting these values, we know the S parameters, we can find out this B1, B2 and C1, C3. So we can find out the values of gamma S and gamma L by equation 7 and 8. Now, the solution is only possible if the quantity of the square root is positive, means this is greater than 0, these two equations is greater than 0, and which is equivalent to the k is greater than, which is, if we compare these equations with the Rolle's condition, that time we get the unconditional stability device always conjugate maximum gain, the potentially unstable device conjugate. If we compare this is to the Rolle's test. What is the Rolle's test? So k is greater than 1 and delta is, determinant of delta is less than 1. So this is the Rolle's test for unconditional stability test for the transistor, and this can be achieved similar to find out same way the possible to find out the square root of this gamma S and gamma L is greater than 0, then this condition will be same. And in case unilateral, when S1 is to 0, that time when the transistor is unilateral means S12 is equal to 0, that time the maximum transducer gain is given by 1 divided by 1 minus S11 square S21 square divided by S22 1 minus S22 square. So this is the equation number 13. And the condition, this is for the unilateral transducer case and maximum transducer gain for the unilateral, and that time the source reflection is equal to complex conjugate and source gamma L is equal to S22. So these are the conditions. So maximum transducer power gain by equation given, source and load conjugate match and transistor are given, the condition, the unconditional stability, so that the K is greater than 1, maximum transducer power gain, and we can simply rewrite this equation in terms of unconditional stability. So GT max, so maximum transducer gain for unconditional stability by using roller state condition, S21 S divided by S12 bracket K minus K square 1. So this is the equation number, say that 13. So GT max, we can maximum transducer gain, we can simply write down. So resulting is obtained by equation this. Simplifying, the maximum transducer power gain is also sometimes referred as a match gain. So it is sometimes called as a match gain. Maximum gain does not provide the meaningful result if the device is only conditionally stable, since simultaneously conjugate matching source and load is not possible if K is greater than less than 1, and that time if the K is less than 1 according to the Rolle's test, that time the maximum gain is defined, the figure of merit maximum stable gain, which is given by maximum stable gain, which is very important. So maximum stable gain is equal to, which is defined as maximum stable gain, maximum transducer gain with K is equal to 1. When put this value K is equal to 1 in equation, so we get maximum stable gain, that is GMSG is equal to, in terms of S parameter, S21 divided by S12. So this is equation number 14, which gives the maximum stable gain, which is defined for maximum transducer gain with K is equal to 1. The maximum stable gain is easy to compute, offer the convenient way to compare the various gains of the under the operating conditions. So this is the equation for to study the design a single stage amplifier designed for maximum gain in conjugate condition. So in this lecture we discuss about the single stage amplifiers, transistor design, and the condition for design of maximum gain. So design of the maximum gain, the reflection coefficient is complex conjugate, the reflection coefficient of the source and reflection coefficient for the maximum power transfer in an output matching section, for reflection coefficient of the output circuit is equal to the reflection coefficient of the load circuit in complex conjugate. By solving this equation for lossless maximum gain, after all we get the maximum stable gain for the maximum transducer gain with K is equal to 1, where K is the Rolle's condition for instability testing, and for that time we use this equation, we get the maximum stable gain by equation 14. So we can stop here. Thank you very much.